In the lush, sun-dappled forests of ancient India, where shafts of golden light filtered through towering banyan trees, there lived a magnificent herd of deer. The forest was alive with birdsong, rustling leaves, and the gentle murmur of streams that wound like silver threads through the undergrowth. Among the herd was the Banyan Deer, a creature of regal stature. His coat shimmered like burnished gold, and his eyes held the depth and wisdom of the forest itself. He was not merely their leader, he was their guardian, a soul of profound compassion who understood the delicate balance of life within the woods. To the deer, the forest was a sanctuary, a cradle of safety. But beyond its thick green borders, the king of the land saw something entirely different. To him, the forest was a hunting ground, a place where arrows flew for sport, and the cries of animals were drowned beneath the thrill of the chase. The king's hunger for the hunt was relentless. Each morning, the stillness of the forest shattered beneath the thunder of hooves and the sharp whistle of arrows. The deer scattered in terror, their hearts pounding as they fled deeper into the shadows. The Banyan Deer watched this suffering with growing sorrow. He saw fawns trembling beside their mothers, elders struggling to keep pace, and the once peaceful forest echoing with fear. He could no longer stand by. One day, he stepped into the clearing where the king hunted. The royal guards froze, astonished at the sight of a wild creature approaching with such calm dignity. "Great king," the Banyan Deer said, his voice resonating through the glade like a gentle wind. "Why must you kill a creature every day to satisfy your hunger? If a life must be taken, let it be done without terror. Take one from us at a time. I shall arrange the rotation. No more will your hunters strike in fear." The king, struck by the poise and courage of this golden creature, agreed.
And so the deer took turns. Each day, one would walk to the royal enclosure, offering itself so the rest of the herd could live in peace. The forest slowly began to breathe again. The fawns played, the elders grazed without trembling. Life regained its rhythm. But one day, the lot fell to a gentle doe who was heavy with child. Her legs shook as she approached the Banyan Deer, tears glistening in her eyes. "My lord," she whispered, "I do not fear death, but my fawn, it has not yet seen the world." The Banyan Deer felt the weight of her sorrow settle upon his heart. He saw not just a mother, but the fragile thread of life she carried. "Go in peace," he told her softly. "I shall take your place." The next morning, the Banyan Deer walked to the royal enclosure. The sun rose behind him, casting a halo of light around his golden form. Birds fell silent as he passed, as if the forest itself understood the gravity of his journey. When the king arrived for his daily hunt, he was stunned to see the majestic leader standing before him instead of the chosen doe. "Why do you stand here?" the king asked, bewildered. The Banyan Deer bowed his head and told the story of the mother and her unborn child. He spoke not with bitterness, but with compassion. Compassion so deep it pierced the king's heart. In that moment,
the king felt the cold armor of pride and cruelty crack. He saw not a beast, but a being of greater nobility than he himself possessed. The king dropped his bow. The forest fell into a profound silence. Not the silence of fear, but the silence of transformation. "No more," the king declared. "No more shall a deer be harmed in my kingdom." He granted freedom to all the deer, and the forest became a true sanctuary once more. The Banyan Deer's courage reshaped the heart of a ruler and restored peace to the land. His story reminds us that the greatest strength is not found in the power to destroy, but in the power to protect. Courage is not the absence of fear, it is the choice to act with compassion when others cannot walk. Through his sacrifice, the Banyan Deer became a beacon of wisdom, a symbol of selflessness that continues to shine across generations. By shielding the vulnerable, we elevate the humanity of everyone around us.